Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be testing out the new E.L.F. and Dunkin makeup collection. I am really excited to be testing this out for you guys. For the very first time, you guys know E.L.F. is one of my favorite brands. I really love coffee. I'm sure, as you can tell, I wore my coffee shirt. I figured it would be very appropriate for this video. And you guys know me, typically, I don't love and gravitate towards like these themed collaborations and themed collections with other brands and stuff like that, but there was just something about this Dunkin collection that sucked me in. I love the attention to detail, the packaging, which I will definitely jump more into, but overall I am just so excited to test these out for you guys today on camera. Before we get started, definitely let me know what your favorite coffee order from Dunkin is. I think it's really cool to read other people's coffee orders and see what other people's taste buds kind of like. My favorite is just like a black iced coffee with mocha swirl. That is what I always order from Dunkin as my coffee. So I hope you guys enjoy seeing this video, and if you want to see my thoughts on the new E.L.F. and Dunkin makeup collection, make sure to keep on watching. So I do have the whole collection in front of me here. I decided to order all of the 5 makeup pieces individually opposed to getting the vault set. In the vault set, I think it was $30 more, and they gave you a couple of makeup brushes and like a plastic E.L.F. and Dunkin cup. To me, I didn't really need those items, so I just stuck with the actual makeup products. So as I mentioned, there are 5 products that we are going to go through and test out today. I think I'm just going to run through the products one by one as I'm using them, so I don't have to kind of talk about everything twice. So the first thing that I'm going to test out today is the E.L.F. and Dunkin Coffee Lip Scrub. This I'm very excited to test out. I actually recently just decluttered all of my lip scrubs. If you guys saw my skincare declutter, which I will have linked at the top here, I actually just decluttered all of my lip scrubs, and I said I needed to purchase some more. This retails for $6 on the E.L.F. website. I believe this collection is also available at Ulta. Before I forget to mention that, it might be an Ulta exclusive, Ulta and E.L.F.'s website, but all of the products, you guys, I think this is adorable. They have the sticker on them, like when you order your food or your drink at Dunkin' and they put on that printed sticker. All of the products have this little sticker. I think the attention to detail on the packaging in this collection is just so good. Everything is adorable. So this says it's an invigorating Dunkin inspired coffee lip scrub that gently buffs away dry, flaky lips. For a super smooth pout, it smooths and conditions the lips while gently buffing away and removing dead skin. And I felt like this was such a perfect thing that they could have made for this collection, because a lot of people make homemade lip scrub out of coffee grinds at home. So I've actually never used an E.L.F. lip scrub before, so I'm excited to see how this works. I have a little lip balm on, so I'm just gonna wipe that off so nothing interferes. This smells exactly like coffee, so I think you just kind of, maybe I should have read the instructions on this. I've never used a lip scrub in a thing. Gently rub the exfoliator over your lips, remove with a cleansing cloth. Okay, so I think you just go like this. Oh my god, this smells so good. Let me zoom you guys in. I'm sure you guys can see it's like little brown scrubby particles. Wow, but I actually really like this. I like the lip exfoliator in the tube like this, so you don't have to like make a mess with your finger. And it has a really nice grit to it too. You can tell that it's actually working, but you can see it literally just looks like coffee grounds on the lips. Then it just says wipe it off with a damp cloth. Oh, my lips feel so soft. So far, I really like this. And it smells so good. A lot of the time, some things that are like artificially coffee scented are not my favorite, but this actually doesn't smell too bad. It smells like authentic coffee grounds, which is like one of my favorite scents. I remember being little and just like sticking my nose in the tub of coffee grounds. It was such a good smell. So the next item here is the Dunkin Dozen eyeshadow set. This is so adorable. Wait until you guys see how this opens up. It literally opens up like a donut box. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's so cute. The packaging definitely sucked me in. This comes with 3 little bite-sized quads, which you guys know are some of my favorite eyeshadow formulas, inspired by different donuts. So the chocolate frosted with sprinkles, strawberry frosted with sprinkles, and then also a Boston cream little quad too. Of course, it has the signature printed sticker. They all say something different, which I think is just adorable. These are the 3 quads, as I just mentioned, all All right, well, they're probably broken now. Being really honest with you guys, when I received this in the mail, I thought this was pretty, but at the same time, I feel a little bit curious of how I'm going to pull together one cohesive look with these quads, or maybe by using one quad, only because if you look at some of them, like first, this is the chocolate frosted with sprinkles. If you guys look at this, every single shade has a shimmer in it. So I almost feel like these are meant to be little accent palettes. I wouldn't necessarily say I feel like I could get a whole cohesive look with this because it doesn't have like a matte shade, a transition shade. So just kind of right off the bat, that was my thought with this, but this is really cute. Again, the chocolate frosted with sprinkles up close. I think this is my favorite. This is the strawberry frosted with sprinkles. I think this one right here might be my favorite right off the bat, just looking at it, not based on formula or anything. The strawberry frosted with sprinkles, only because it does have the 2 matte shades and then the 2 shimmer shades, so just a little bit more potential for like a whole cohesive look here. And then it also has the pink on the back. Honestly, looking at all of these right off the bat, I don't really know what kind of look I want to go for, but I think so far this one is like my second favorite looks wise. It has like a really nice yellow for the Boston cream, and then like the light yellowy cream packaging. Just kind of like looking, I feel like they could have done a little bit different. The chocolate frosted with sprinkles and the Boston cream, putting these kind of next to each other, they both have a brown, they both have like a yellowy gold. I guess they're just trying to match the donuts as best as they can, but I wish they did something a little bit different for the chocolate frosted, maybe like a tan for like the actual donut, maybe a yellow for like the Dunkin sprinkle color, but it's just my opinion. A lot of these shades just have shimmer in them, which is like why I'm saying I feel like they're more supplemental shades and not necessarily like you could build a full look with these. I was gonna go in with this one on the edge right here, this like mauve-y shade. I thought that would be really pretty for the crease, but I don't know if you guys can see, it definitely has like some thick shimmers in there, but I think I'm just gonna go for it anyway because this is the closest to a transition shade for my skin tone, and my eyes are already prepped. I did that off camera just to save some time, but this strawberry quad is definitely the most enticing to me out of the 3, so hopefully this is something that will work. So far, this mauve shade is going on really nicely. It actually seems like any shimmer or glitter that was in there is kind of just blending away the more that I am blending this as my transition shade. It's not very shimmery or sheeny. It's pretty much like a matte, and then it has some shimmers thrown in it, which are kind of just blending away. They're not really that visible. So I'm happy that we found a transition shade that is working here. So far, I'm really liking that mauve shade. I'm gonna go in with the exact same shade on a little bit more of a dense brush now and start focusing it more right in the crease to build up more definition right in there. To deepen this up now, I am going to pop on over to the Boston Cream Donut Quad, and I am going to grab this dark brown shade right here. This looks like a gorgeous, like perfect chocolatey brown. So far, this is a really nice chocolate brown shade. It's going on very smooth and even. Sometimes with like really deep chocolatey brown shades, they have to be built up or they could be like a little bit patchy. But I feel like so far this one is going on really nice. I definitely have to blend it a little more with the mauve shade that we have down, but I'm just kind of placing it for now and I feel like it looks really nice. Just getting closer so you guys can see some of the glitter or shimmer that's kind of coming off of the mauve shade. There's definitely glitter and stuff around my face from the mauve shade. It just kind of like gets blended off to the side. I really like that chocolate brown shade in the Boston Cream palette that I was just applying that I just mentioned. As I said, it's like really smooth for a dark chocolate brown. It went on so nice. So now I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of the mauve shade in the strawberry frosted and just kind of blend this together. Now for my lid, I do have a couple of options. One of the shades that caught my eye was in the chocolate frosted with sprinkles palette. This shade right here, it looks like an icy, oh, that's so pretty. Do you guys see that? It's like an icy, kind of rose gold kind of shade. And then also in the strawberry frosted sprinkles, we have like that orange sherbet kind of shade. I'm definitely gonna swatch them so you guys can see. all of our options. There's a chunky white shade. Oh, that, do you guys see how reflective all those are? That white shade is gorgeous. That would be really pretty on the lid too, or even like a beautiful inner corner shade. And then there's also more of a subtle white shimmer in the Boston Cream palette. Oh, that's actually more of like a duochrome yellow gold kind of shade. I'll give you guys a close-up. So here is a close-up of all of the lid shades that I'm kind of deciding between. So this is in the Boston Cream palette, the Strawberry Frosted, Chocolate Frosted, and then Strawberry Frosted again. I kind of think I want to use the top one. I'm just going to go in with my finger. Typically that's how I like to apply my lid shade. So again, going in with the one in the Strawberry Frosted palette. Maybe I'll do some layering. Oh yes. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I don't even think this is going to need a spray or anything. It is just like a gorgeous, gorgeous duochrome kind of shade. E.L.F. eyeshadows though, you guys, especially the bite-sized, as I mentioned, they're pretty much all amazing. I just wanted this to be a little more intense, so I went back in with the Boston Cream chocolate brown shade. And I'm just building that up a little tiny bit more to really intensify the smokiness. I really like these so far. Definitely interested in playing around with the chocolate sprinkle quad more. This blue shade is gorgeous. I don't know, maybe I'll find some way to work it in today at the end of this video, but I love a good blue shade, so I'm definitely looking forward to working with that one more. So the next thing that I have to test out is the Donut Forget Putty Primer. This was one of the items that I was a little bit hesitant on picking up, only because I read that this is scented like donuts. This is $12. Now a normal putty primer retails for $6 or $8. I'm definitely holding this to a high standard. I have a feeling I might be kind of like the harshest on this product, but wow, this is really heavy. This is definitely heavy than the original putty primer. It has a nice weight to it. So here's what the packaging of this looks like, and it says it is a creamy face primer that locks in your makeup all day and gives skin a glazy glow finish inspired by a Dunkin fresh glazed donut, grips makeup for lasting wear, gives you a smooth glazed complexion. And you can wear it with or without makeup, which is actually really good to know. I've been loving not wearing makeup with like a really glowy skin. And I feel like the first little like swipe is always satisfying. As far as scent goes, this definitely does have a faint, like sweet donut kind of scent to it. Honestly, you guys, I really wish that they just left this unscented, but you know me, I'm like against all scents on my face. But at the same time, the scent is not too strong, so not too mad at it. This feels a little bit thinner and like a little bit more creamy than the Poreless Putty Primer. And it definitely does seem to have a little bit more of a sheen. I took a lot. I'm gonna try to use this sparingly because I don't really know how this is going to perform. Ooh, that's too much. Definitely looks like pretty glazy on the skin. Like it's almost gonna give me like a highlighter type of look. And again, if you guys see any like shimmer or sparkles on my face, it is from that first eyeshadow. This does have a slight sheen to it, but I don't think it actually has like shimmer. Okay, so you guys definitely do not need as much as I took when I scooped it with this. It was way too much. You definitely need this sparingly. But I don't know about this one, you guys. It's definitely reminding me of the Luminous Putty Primer, which I do not like. It doesn't look like flattering glowy. I feel like just like the Luminous Putty Primer, this is emphasizing my texture and my pores, but maybe it'll surprise me underneath a foundation. Oh, wait, no. Oh my gosh. We have the donut sponge, you guys. I literally almost forgot. I have to run through this quickly because I don't want my foundation on my face to dry, but I definitely think this donut sponge I was so excited about too. This retails for $9. How adorable is this sponge, you guys? This looks like it's supposed to be a strawberry frosted with sprinkle sponge. This is definitely going to be interesting because of its shape and size, but it is very, very dense. I'm gonna have to use it to see how it feels and also wet it. So I'm just gonna go quickly wet this under the sink and then we will blend out the foundation. Wetting the sponge, it definitely got a lot more bouncy. As you guys can see, the water definitely loosened it up. So it just says it's a limited edition sponge inspired by Dunkin's strawberry frosted sprinkle donut. It's latex free and it's supposed to give a flawless streak free makeup application. I do use my sponges dry a lot, honestly, but let's see. I think to me, it makes the most sense to kind of pinch it together like this. It is is very large, so I like that it covers a bigger surface area when blending out the product. I feel like this is not bad, you guys, but I also feel like I'm not like, oh my god, this sponge is amazing. It's really, really cute, and I really like the size of it. I feel like it's covering a lot of surface area, but I'm not gonna lie, my hand kind of hurts like trying to squeeze this down to be like a good size. Initial thoughts on the sponge: adorable. It's very cute. Is it practical though? I don't really think so. I definitely think, to me, like, I'm still happy that I got this. It was very cute to test out. It's very cute to kind of have as the full collection for photos, for funsies. But is this practical? Is this something that I would want to use to apply my makeup every single day? Probably not. I feel like it's definitely a little bit just awkward. My hand is actually kind of cramping, like trying to hold this. I don't even know how to do this. Let's do the nose first with the sponge. But I don't know how I'm gonna do the under eyes. I mean, this is just massive. All right, no, I'm gonna switch back to the original one for my under eye here, just to get a nice blend. All right, so after doing my concealer, I still kind of feel the same way about this sponge. I just feel like it's not 100% practical for that makeup lover who does their makeup every single day, or who just wants like quick and easy, fast makeup on most days, like me with my full-time job in the morning. I just feel like I don't have time to like actually bend this and turn it and play around with it and stuff like that. It is absolutely adorable. I think for like a one-time thing, for if you're a makeup collector for display, I think this is absolutely adorable as well. But it's definitely probably the least practical sponge I've ever tried in my life, just keeping it 100% real with you guys. So now I do just want to jump back to the Donut Forget Putty Primer so you guys can kind of see how it is looking on the skin underneath the foundation and concealer. I actually do feel like my skin looks really nice and smooth. So far, I think this is better than the Luminous Putty Primer that I do not like. I know that I kind of compared those in the beginning, but so far this is better. It's definitely more smoothing than the Luminous Putty Primer and has less of a greasy feeling. Jumping back to the eyes, I want to finish up the under eye. I feel like it's only fair if I try out all three quads. By the way, I do have on like my blush, bronzer, and powder and stuff like that just to move along. I don't know why I want to try this blue shade, you guys. I don't know if I'm going to regret this, but I feel like a blue under eye might work. I don't know. It is a glitter and I don't want to make a mess, so I'm just gonna try to press it underneath the eye. I feel like it's fun. It's definitely not like your everyday makeup look, but it's definitely fun, and it's a nice like sparkly kind of blue. I actually kind of like the combo of these shades. I feel like it's very pretty, and the pink and like the mauve tones on my lid are soft enough that they work with this blue shade. It's actually really nice. It's almost going on kind of like a glitter liner, I would want to say. It's definitely more of like a thick glittery formula. The last and final product that I have to test out for you guys here is of course the E.L.F. and Dunkin Glazed for Days Lip Gloss Set. This comes with Dunkin Orange and Dunkin Pink. This retails for $12, and if you guys can hear, these are on little keychains. These just look super fun. They kind of remind me of something that I would have had when I was younger. And I just love that they have kind of like that like juicy tube kind of look to them, which is kind of nostalgic. So I am going to just test these out on their own. I don't have any products on my lips right now. I wiped off all the foundation. It says that they are a high shine Dunkin inspired lip glaze that imbue lips with a sheer wash of non-sticky color plus a yummy donut set. So I think what I'm going to do is try these out on their own. I don't have anything on my lips right now. Ooh, that looks really good. Ooh, these smell good. It's definitely easy to squeeze out a lot of these, so definitely be careful when you guys are applying. But here's Dunkin Orange. It's very, very sheer. Like you could barely even see that this has an orange color to it. It's definitely way more intimidating in the tube than it is actually on the lips, and these smell really sweet and yummy. All right, and then next we have Dunkin Pink. Right off the bat, this one, Dunkin Pink, definitely has a little bit more of a color. You can tell that it has more of that pink undertone. Oh, these smell so good. I actually really do like scented lip products. It's like one area of my makeup where I don't mind a little bit of scent, and these smell delicious. Ooh, these are so nice. They're not sticky, they're very juicy. Really, really comfortable on the lips, but I really like them both. I definitely want to put one of these on my keychain, and I do have very pale lips, so these might show up differently on you guys. Here are these swatches of the glosses, both just like a sheer wash of color. Of course, the top is Dunkin Pink, and then the bottom is the Dunkin Orange, but look at these, so wet and juicy. I really like these. These are like kind of like my favorite, I think, out of the collection, which is kind of weird because I don't know, usually I look forward to like the eyeshadow and the base products, but the lip products in this collection like really crushed it. One last thing that I wanted to show you guys is the lip gloss on top of a lip liner. Of course, just to add a little bit more like shape and dimension to my lips, and I feel like it looks gorgeous as well in this way. So I think we are officially done testing out everything in the E.L.F. and Dunkin collection. This was really fun, you guys. Like I said, I typically don't kind of fall into these themed collections and collaborations, but there was just something about this one that I thought would be so fun, and I really was right. This was really fun to test out. I had a really great time filming. I think the lip glosses are my top favorite, and then the lip scrub following close behind. My lips are just so soft, so smooth. These glosses are some of the best that I've tried in a while when it comes to ease of application. They are completely not sticky. They are so comfortable. Following those products up, my third favorite in this collection is the donut eyeshadow collection. I feel like I gave you guys a lot of these same thoughts in the application portion, but just to recap, I feel like the formula on these are really good. They are just as good and up to par as the original bite-sized formula. I felt like I definitely had to think to get a cohesive look, but as I said, I don't really know how much of a cohesive look you're gonna get with one of these palettes alone. It's definitely a mix and match type of situation. And I wish, again, they differentiated the chocolate with sprinkles and the Boston cream palettes a little bit more. I don't know, for just like something so exciting as this collection, I wanted a little bit more variety in those two palettes, but the strawberry frosted with sprinkles was a really great one. I feel like since I already do have so many other shadows and shades in my collection, these are going to be a really beautiful supplemental kind of little collection to have, but still really cute. I'm a sucker for the donut box as well. As I said, sponge is adorable. I love that it's a part of the collection. I definitely think like you have to take advantage of making a donut sponge. As you guys saw, I felt like it just made application a little bit more difficult than it really had to be when I'm just using like my standard little E.L.F. sponge here. And again, my hand was cramping just trying to hold this and kind of form it to the shape that I wanted to use for my face. So I felt like, again, it was very cute. I'm happy I got a chance to test this out. Lastly, for the putty primer, the donut putty primer, I feel like this is something that I'm going to want to keep testing out more. I honestly feel like there was a lot of sparkle fallout on my face from the eyeshadows, so I don't necessarily know what's from the eyeshadow and what is from the putty primer. Overall, I feel like my skin looks really gorgeous, and I'm not wearing any highlighter right now, so I feel like it might be coming through a little bit here. Definitely want to kind of give this one another shot. I feel like those are just like my initial first impressions right now. You guys, I just wanted to come on here and give you just like a quick hour update, especially on the Donut to Forget Putty Primer, because I'm just feeling like my skin looks so glowy. Also, I'm on my phone right now. I already packed up all my filming stuff and put it away, so apologies for quality of the video and the audio, but you guys, I am not even wearing any liquid highlighter, powder highlighter. I have no form of highlighter on my face at all, and this is what it's looking like. So I feel like I might have spoken a little too soon on the putty primer in the E.L.F. and Dunkin collection. Look at that. I literally look glazed like a donut. So I definitely think that this is a good one. I'm excited to see how it holds up though throughout the day with my makeup. But yeah, just wanted to update you guys on that because I am actually really liking it. All right, you guys, so that is going to complete this video. As I mentioned, I had so much fun testing out the E.L.F. and Dunkin collection. Everything will be listed and linked down below if you guys want to go ahead and shop. I hope these products are still available by the time I get this video up. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this video and spending time with me today. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up so I know, and it really helps me out. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel before you leave. I would love to have you guys here as part of my little YouTube fam. If you don't want to miss out on any of my future videos, click that notification bell down below and you'll get notified every single time that I upload a new video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.